Let's start with some definitions that are thrown around a lot in this industry. We all hear about risk when talking investing. Maybe it's straightforward to most, or maybe it's just not quite making complete sense, and that's okay too. For me, risk always reminded me of the board game I played growing up. You know, the one that on the Seinfeld episode where Kramer and Newman played for a long time and took the board game on the subway because neither player could be trusted and would cheat to win. But as fun as that was, that isn't really what is meant by risk in the investing world. Simply put, when thinking about risk in financial investing, trading terms, it's really the possibility of something bad happening. And if you make a trade or investment with your money, how comfortable are you that it will return a different amount of money than expected? Will you lose money on that investment or on trade, or will it go up in value? How confident do you feel that your trade will have the anticipated outcome? When you think about it that way, it's easier to relate it to your personal style or the emotions that go with your decisions. And the more you learn about the industry and markets and each of your businesses, the more comfortable and confident you will feel about your trade. This is ultimately how you will ease your emotions over time, and practicing is what makes it easier. So make sure you practice.
So as goes with every industry, so goes the acronyms. And the financial industry is no different. I'm going to share a few acronyms here that I commonly use. And if they're brand new to you, I encourage you to memorize them so you're not tripping up later in the sessions when they get used more often. So ROR, or rate of return, is the term used to measure the gain or loss of an investment as a percentage over a specific period of time. A specific period of time. We commonly hear it used as an annual rate of return on the performance of our investments. As an example, for easy working numbers, consider if your $1,000 investment would get a 10% rate of return. Then it would earn 100 bucks, and that'd be a gain, and it would be worth $1,100 at the end. If your investment got a negative 5% rate of return, then it would lose 50 bucks as a loss, and your total investment would only be worth $950. Next on the list to clarify is ROI, or return on investment. And ROI is expressed as a percentage and is commonly used to forecast probability on different investments for comparison of where you should invest your money. So it's calculated by dividing an investment's net profit or loss by its initial cost or original investment. So this sounds similar to rate of return, you say. And you know, the two do get used interchangeably all the time. However, rate of return can denote a period of time where return on investment does not. So let's see what I mean. So let's say I'm a farmer and I made $50,000 investment to my farming operation. And let's say that I made $70,000 profits to date since I made that investment. So I would take $70,000 profit minus the $50,000 initial investment to get $20,000 net profit. Then I would divide that $20,000 net profit by my initial investment of $50,000. And the result is that I get 0.4 or 40% as a rate, as a return on investment. Let's do one more for now, and that's going to be MER. So MERs are management expense ratios, and they're fees charged from professionally managed funds, and they're deducted as a percentage off of the posted fund performance returns. So these fees, they're deducted even when the funds have a negative performance, which kind of sucks. So if your investment earned a 10% rate of return, but had a 2% MER or management expense ratio, then after you paid your fees, you would only net an 8% rate of return.